All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash.
and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings and salutation to Hopeful Lake out there pushing his word and truth and his sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out and shalom to the Hopeful Lake, the believers and listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. And once again, back with the beloved brothers, GMS Orlando. All right. And what we're going to go into today, is dealing with dark enlightenment. We're going to go into that philosophy because what people have to understand, there's a philosophy linked to, this technocracy. Okay, there's a doctrine linked to it. All right. And it's very anti-Messiah. And just like it's entitled, it's dark. Okay. Esau, Edom, real quick. Let's get Isaiah with the 16:2, the gross darkness. Okay, because what you have to understand, this is the reign of darkness. All right. And the reason why we stand out like we do, because the Lord, all right, has made us the light. You see, in the midst of darkness, man. Okay. And that's why, we're, able, to stand out. This doctrine that we have, it stands out amongst all the doctrines of the earth because this is the true light, and it's beginning to overwhelm darkness, man. All right, and that's why the devil, he's rushing with his move because he wants to put a cap on the true light, okay, and double down in darkness, man. Okay, you got it, bro.
Isaiah 60:2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Yep.
And gross darkness the people.
And this is the era that we in. This is the era of darkness. Real quick, Job 10 and let's get that. We finish that.
It says, but the Lord shall arise upon thee.
Yep.
And his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Yeah, so in the midst of this darkness, we become a light. Because as everyone is groping, trying to figure out how to make it through, this era of darkness. That's why you got people, crying out about solutions. Buy gold, buy silver. Right. They're groping, trying to get out of the dark. Homesteading. Everybody trying to figure out a way around the darkness. But the only true way, the only true path is Yahweh Shai.
You got that definition of the word darkness.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
It says, it's on the blue letter. It says, misery, destruction, death, ignorance, sorrow, wickedness.
Yeah, it said death, ignorance, destruction. Read them again.
It says misery.
Yep.
Destruction. Death.
Yep.
Ignorance. Yep. Sorrow, wickedness, and obscurity.
And this is what the rulership of Esau, Edom has led to, because obscurity goes into confusion. You see, the fact that you can see, like, that's for an example. You can't tell, the devil got so good with this trans surgery, you can't tell the difference with some of them. You see? So it's like this man has made darkness the light. Because if you're in a dark room and you can't see, if you're in a dark room with other people, you don't know if they're men or women in there. But this devil made to where you can see this motherfucker, you don't know if it's a man or woman.
Yeah.
This man has brought darkness to the light.
Yeah.
He has brought that type of confusion to the light. You eating food, you don't know if it's a steak or not.
Right.
Why do you have to read ingredients on pickles? It should just be a pickle. But he don't put a paragraph because that's darkness. Right. So you really don't know what's in this motherfucker. Like you're in a dark room. So this man has turned the planet Earth into a dark room. Okay? And most people are just winging it and guessing.
Right.
Because they in darkness. You see?
Yeah.
Some more on it?
Yeah, I want to read this precept.
You got it.
Yep. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter.
Yep. So this man tells, he tells Jake, Because think about it. He's using like a nigga like NBA Youngboy. That's a candle for Esau. This is how he's taking this dark doctrine, but he's using it like a candle, putting this nigga on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas like him, but this is how this devil sets dark for light. He's showing it. This is the way to be. This is the way to go. This is the light. You know, but that's true. That's really darkness, man. The woman be independent, rebel, do this, but that's darkness, man. And it all leads to what? Like the brother just went into that definition: misery. Everybody that live their lifestyle miserable. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on it.
No, that was it.
There's Isaiah 29:15.
Okay.
Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, who seeth us? Who knoweth us? And you think about Bohemian Grove, for example, in the cremation of care. That ceremony is where they have the owl statue. And why do they celebrate the owl? Because the owl can see through the darkness. Esau thrives in ignorance because he's able to sit outside of it and look right through it. That's why they have the secret societies. So they all on one accord with the agenda in the midst of all of this darkness. Well, the Lord does set up a council of light on the right-hand side. So you got the elites on the left and you got the elites on the right. And those two are able to see through the madness, but the difference is that on the right-hand side, they're declaring it. The son of perdition had to be revealed. All right, the wicked had to be revealed. And that's what shining a light on him, shining a light on his dark counsel. That none of this is good for anybody. Because all of Esau's wickedness is always packaged as safety, as convenience, as security, as progress. But it's a Trojan horse. It's all wicked.
Damn.
Oh, I'm holding Job 10. And grab that.
I just want to bag you up real quick. It said the cremation of care is a theatrical ritual in Bohemian Grove where members burn off effigy representing care, worry, or daily stress in front of a giant owl statue to symbolize casting off worldly burdens for 2 weeks of relaxation and fellowship. A symbolic cleansing staged since the 1880s, a dramatic opening of their summer encampment.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And see, because to really get down with the devil, that's why that blood sacrifice is not only about you sacrificing a loved one. Because if you kill your mother, what you won't do.
Right.
Right. You see?
Going on the training day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's training these niggas to be dark.
Right.
That's why your celebrities don't mind. By the time you look at year 1, then year 10, it's a real dark countenance, man.
Right.
Because Esau has been training them up to be dark. And even if you're not a celebrity, if you just listen to these rappers and live their life, you becoming dark. Yeah. They're saying your homeboy in 6th grade, but now he 17, 18, he's dark. He's not him anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
He's dark.
He's dark now. But this is the age of darkness, man.
I got something for
You
you.
got it, bro.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 14:22. It says, moreover, this was not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of God.
Yeah.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace.
You stand on you been talking about that.
And like the elders getting into, now darkness has become peace. Esau has spread darkness so much that now people have called these plagues peace. Now popping perks, this whole black culture. Even though it's gross darkness, it's become peace to the majority of people. And they seek solace in this darkness. And while the light is being presented to them, it doesn't resonate with them because their souls have resided in darkness for so long that it's now become peace. And this is something that can't be sustained. You can't sustain life. Life itself can't be sustained on darkness.
Mm-hmm. Even because if the sun did, imagine the sun never came out.
Right. Life can't be sustained.
You see?
Right.
Even if it's daytime, but if it was cloudy every day,
That's a no-go.
Yeah.
Nothing will grow.
Yeah, the sun got they're balanced.
I appreciate the backup.
You got it,
It's Job 24:13. they are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof.
Right? They said they rebel against the light, and that shows you that the light is still present.
Yep.
It's not that the light isn't there. It's just they rebel against it when it's presented. And this is the product of rebelling against the light. You get in there young boys, you get young thugs, people like that are glorified in society and make it seem as if that lifestyle is the correct way of life.
Mm-hmm. And Esau showered him with what? Rewards.
Right.
It's a trap because he shows, he's constantly showing images of people being successful doing wickedness to people that are impoverished.
Right.
You know? You gotta make it, man.
This is Isaiah 5.
Yeah, 22. You had something?
This Isaiah 5 and 18 it reads, woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with the cart rope,
22, 52.
which is in the darkness your sin. And they hate the light, that these are evil.
Right.
As long as you're in darkness, you can keep your sins. Again, it reads, woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with the cart rope. That shit close to you, that shit right there, because it's darkness. You can do that. Nobody. If you live in darkness, you doing that shit opening just like that. You don't know a trend from a goddamn word.
Yeah.
So it say, woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with the cart rope. When you go into the translation, is you got your sin right here with you.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord said in Isaiah, in the same chapter, on Isaiah 1, he said, your sin shall be as scarlet, which is Esau as, but it's going to be white as wool and white as snow, being purified through the Lord. Because right here, the next verse 19, I'm going to read it again. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with a cart rope, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it. And let the counsel of Yahweh, of the Holy One of Israel, draw nigh and come, that we may know it. So that we may see. These are the ones that's, Lord, we messed up.
Right.
As in Psalms 32, it said, they that say, Lord, my iniquity. Let me read it real quick to make the point. This is Psalms 32 and 5. So these are the ones, they walk around, they see it tied to them, but they trying to let that shit go because it said, let him make haste and speed his work, that we may see it, that we'll know, like, we gotta let this shit go. This Psalms 32 and 5. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and my iniquity have I not hid. I said I will confess my transgressions unto Yahweh, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in the town where thou mayest be found. So, going back to the Isaiah real quick, it reads, Isaiah 5 and 18, woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with the cart rope, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it, and let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it. So long as you're in the darkness, then who gonna point you out about your sins?
Mm-hmm.
You right, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's why you offended at the light.
Right. That's
what
what
imagine. Yeah.
No, you got it.
I just imagine you in a deep sleep and someone just
Yeah.
you know, well, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want the light to go back off. So this is why there's a problem, with the prophets, because our people want the lights to go back off.
Right.
So they can continue business as usual. And that's why it was always Jake thought that, okay, if we just kill the prophets, we just get back to
Business as usual.
yeah. That's what they mindset with Yahweh Shai.
Right. Hey, you got those that
Yeah.
you got those that want the light on.
Yeah.
They're the ones that feel sorry. They repent, right? You
Yep.
sorry, you because it's heavy because if the darkness is off, if the darkness is on and the light is off, and the Lord, it say, let the Lord bring forth his work, that we may know it, that we may see it.
Mm-hmm.
If the darkness is full effect and ain't no light, then who's telling you, hey, you're going off?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. That's why the Lord had the prophets. Whether you acknowledge the prophets or not, hey, repent. As long as you're in the darkness and there is no light, then how would you know what? Like going to the point, the reason the Lord put us down because we had no righteousness and wickedness. Can't be one-sided. The Lord is balanced. So if this darkness continue, even though a person don't want to be following in sin, but what righteousness look like?
Right.
How we know what righteousness is?
Right.
Even for those that want to do right, they can't because what's righteousness?
Yep.
This real quick. This John 3:19.
Oh, the spirit.
And this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world.
So now the fact that just by the mere fact that there's an example now.
Right.
Because guess what? The Lord gave us this platform on the internet. And then in real life, you know, we have co-workers, we have, even if you don't tell them exactly what you're a part of, you're seeing the light in action.
Yeah, right.
You know, we all somebody's son, nephew, you know, cousin. The light here now, the light is amongst you. Like Howard Shaw was amongst Jake. Like the book claims, Howard Shaw was amongst Jake. So now you don't have the cloak anymore.
Right.
Like
you see the difference.
Yeah. So you can't say, well, you know, because Jake, even in rap culture, well, one of the Jake Muncher was, "It's all I know."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, now you don't have that because there's men that come from that same background that's operating in the light now.
Right.
So Most High cut their ring off. You can't use that. You can't throw that jab out there no more. No.
I got some for you.
You know?
So I
Got a little bit more love. It says, and men love darkness rather than light.
Yeah, men love darkness rather than light. That's why you even see Jake with the fringes on. Okay? But they still choose to operate in darkness.
Right.
You know? That's why they're still drawn to Crips and Bloods and gangs.
Lust,
yeah. Podcasts, because they drawn to darkness. You see, Jake loved darkness, man. The nigga woman loved darkness. Jake in this situation, because Jake loved that shit.
Right.
You know? I just love the game, B.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the spirit Jake. I just love the game, B. I just love the hustle. You know what I'm saying? They get off
It's
on
my
that.
people's
Yeah. The nigga woman love this ratchet high girl shit.
Man.
It just when they reach the point to where they don't get the perks of it like they used to.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when everybody in their prime, because that's when you really see what's what. When you in your prime, that's really you.
Right.
You know? So when our people, you know, they out here participating, they love this shit. The club was like the Super Bowl every weekend.
Yeah.
Shit like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It says, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
Yeah, their deeds were evil. You know, this is like you say, you want the whole world to be in darkness, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people feel so good when scandals come about. Like with Diddy, like everybody had this. But really, this like, shit, I can shame this nigga because I'm doing bullshit. But he can punch a bag. Yeah, he a punching bag for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It make people feel better about their bullshit.
Right.
You know? You gotta go.
this is
pull up that article. Check.
This is Isaiah 42:16. It says, "And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not, and I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight."
Hey, he said a way that we knew not, because we didn't know this way. We didn't know how to be pleasing to the Lord.
Right.
So this is a way that we didn't know. We thought Christmas and Thanksgiving, we thought we was on.
That's why it said in Isaiah they drug they iniquity around like cords with vanity.
Yeah, we thought we was on. Yeah. He had the Santa hat, you know. You see? Stocking, we had stocking and shit, you know, tripping. Yeah. Yeah, man. So now, like, that's a good point. You know, we just carrying sin around with us, thought we was on.
Yeah.
But we was in dark. We didn't know that way. Just like the priest of the brother bringing out. I'm going to bring our way that y'all know not. Because nobody taught us this until Elder Abba Business been trickling down to our apostle elders today. That way wasn't in the earth.
Jeremiah 3:15. I
Yeah.
will give you pastors according to my heart.
Yeah. So before then, Jay just winging it in
Hey,
the dark.
that's why Isaiah 30, the Lord said, the Lord gave the bread of adversity, the word of affliction. Your teachers should not be moved to a corner anymore.
Yep.
The eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yep.
So no matter where you at, you shall hear word behind you said, this is the way. When you turn to the right hand, when you turn to the left, we be out there, Jake be coming past camp. And then the Lord have him come back 3-4 times. Like, nigga, you heard us on the right and the left hand. You don't got, you can't, you don't have no clothes. And you saw the sign, but nigga always try to turn their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jay get on the other side of the
Yeah. Got you. Got you, bitch. The Lord got you.
This is Isaiah 42:16 in NLT. It says, I will lead blind Israel down a new path, guiding them along an unfamiliar way. I will brighten the darkness before them and smooth out the road ahead of them.
And that's these instructions. You see, because the Lord, these precepts is clearing out the way. Matter of fact, real quick, show you the precepts is making the road smooth.
Right.
Psalms 119.
I was thinking that, yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy too? Because King David said in Psalm 139, he said the darkness is as light to the Lord. Right? Meaning that way because you want to, if I go to the depths of the sea or no matter. So darkness is light to the Lord. That falls on the remnant now. If you, like Psalm 25 say, as long as you don't put forth your own, the right hand put forth the hand to iniquity.
Yep.
So that means ain't no more darkness. As long as we doing according to the will of the Lord.
Yep.
Ain't number light.
Yep.
Everywhere you go at.
Yep.
Like you said, you be anywhere at plantation,
Yep.
Walmart, grocery store, somebody looking at you like there's some, because it's just light. Yeah.
That's it.
And the world we live in today is so dark that brothers become those candles. That's why scriptures say, don't put your candle in a bushel.
Right.
But you put it, and going into what you were talking about earlier this week, the reason your family still call you to come around is because you're that candle in the midst of a dark congregation.
Right.
Because a lot of times, most of your family are in a dark
place. Yep.
So just you being around is that light in the midst of the darkness. You know, even when the Lord says He's gonna gather us from the four winds, all those candles being gathered and then that being concentrated, that new city coming down, all that light in one place.
Right, and that's and like making a point. All that light in one place. That's why everything else is dark now. That's why ain't no energy in Christmas no more. Ain't no energy in July the 4th and Thanksgiving. Ain't no energy in it. And everything come on like, man, you look good, you look bright. Yeah, the Lord.
Right. I ain't seen you in a while. You look good.
Yeah.
They don't even know that you're acknowledging the light of Yahweh.
Yeah, bro.
On that brother.
If I may say, if add on to your point, that's why it says New Jerusalem. That word "new" going into refresh.
Right.
That refreshing of the light, that we once had from the beginning.
Yeah, that shit was dimmed out.
Now it's coming back, and now when that New Jerusalem comes down, like how you were saying, it's going to be that one light centralized in that one place. Those lights of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, who have been reinvigorated through the word.
You read that again?
Yeah, this is Psalms 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way.
Can you read?
None. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
So the precepts is making the way smooth. Because you got to think about it. Jake lived these rough life because they're not applying the precept.
Right.
Precepts is making our way smooth.
Right.
You see, like, look at this, how we're able to maneuver around the earth. We got precepts. Precepts is the instruction. Because when you go into doctrine is the specifics of what you believe. You see, when you go into a doctrine, so we're living according to a doctrine. It's the specifics of what we believe, and it's broken down through precept upon precept. And now as we apply these precepts, it's making our way smooth. Okay, you don't have to worry about nigger problems, right? Because you living by precepts. You're not worried. Even when you get into this bitch is finna collapse. Well, there's a precept that deals with the collapse, what mind frame you should be in, gives us comfort. So these precepts is making our way smooth. Okay, we have headlights now.
Right.
You see, we have headlights in the darkness, man, so we can, and they're getting brighter and brighter. Like the scripture say, they should shine brighter and brighter to their perfect day. You know,
It's Revelation 21 and 23.
Yep.
And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of Yahweh Shema Shai did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. So we all have a portion of that light, according to the measure, like Yahushua said, I'll come and snatch thy candle from me. Why? Because he's the light. And that light goes into enlightenment versus darkness and ignorance. And now Jake has no clothes. Now Jake has no cloak because now the light is being presented and you have to make a decision. I'm with the light or I'm with the darkness. There's no, you can't say you don't know. You can't say you didn't hear it. You can just say you have to admit that you didn't acknowledge it and you didn't accept it.
And let's get that article, because this is what Esau wants to bring to the earth. What you call dark enlightenment. That's him, like Isaiah you brought out. He's gonna present this new world order as the ultimate light.
Right.
But ultimate it's the ultimate darkness. Because it's separating the world. He already has the earth in rebellion to Yahweh Shema Shai. So now he's trying to draw back even further.
Yeah.
And he really wants to replace, the light with darkness. He wants technology to replace, the Most High. He wants his dark technology to replace the Most High, man. Okay? So this is devil trying to put his darkness for light.
Right.
You got it, bro.
And so I'm going to get in Wikipedia, dark enlightenment. The definition says the dark enlightenment, also called the neo-reactionary movement, is an anti-democratic, anti-egalitarian, and reactionary philosophical and political movement.
Yeah, so you people have to understand your democracy is finished. Y'all people still talking about the Constitution and your rights. They balling up the Constitution, man.
Right.
All right, the technocrats, they'll put a torch to your Constitution. Okay, all this democracy, you niggas voting and think you got power and all this no, all this done. When they say a new world order, what it means to be a citizen in the earth and to completely change, man. You're gonna be an earth citizen, and a slave to these corporations. All right, it's gonna be because right now you're a slave to these corporations, but the new world order, it's gonna be official.
Right.
Go ahead.
So this is from El Pais, and it's Curtis Yarvin's Brave New World. We need a corporate dictatorship to replace a dying democracy.
Woo, we need a corporate dictatorship to replace a dying democracy, man. So these, like I say, the old world was conquered by, Edomite governments, the French, the British, the Spanish, the Portuguese, Germany. You had these different European governments, the Edomite governments that colonized the earth.
Yep.
But see, now you have these corporations, and they're finna colonize the earth digitally. Okay? They're finna digitally colonize the earth. This is what they're doing. This is why they're rolling out the DPI. This is them digitally carving out the earth amongst these technocrats. The new world order, you're not gonna be in a country, American government. No, you're gonna be in the region of a technocrat.
That's it.
Okay?
That's it.
So this is what this dark enlightenment is going into. Go ahead.
Right, because you deal with another term, techno-feudalism.
Yep.
When you got a bunch of techno overlords that are basically over your region. And you don't have freedom, you don't have autonomy. That's why this Curtis Yarvin in particular, he's connected to Peter Thiel, JD Vance, Elon Musk. These are all the movers and shakers in Silicon Valley. And this is the philosophy behind what they're doing. This is their mindset. And going back to how we started off the lesson with the darkness, all they're doing is taking the darkness digital. They're taking Rome digital, so that this dark philosophy, there is no light. You don't. They've been able to choke the light out. That's their ambition, is to choke the light out, hijack the blessing, and reign forever in a digital interface, where he put a digital blanket over creation, and now he's able to rule as an overlord.
And if you make it digital, he can edit it like he wants.
Right,
If he get everything digital, he can edit out Israelites.
right,
He can edit out the Most High. He can just edit these things out. He can just backspace righteousness.
right,
You
Right.
see?
right.
He's trying to do what Cain tried to do, except on the
Control
digital.
or delete.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Now you got it, bro. You got it.
If I may say, and that gives him precedent, like it says in Second Thessalonians, to be as God. Because once he implements this digital technocratic society, like the brothers is getting into, he can delete whatever he wants to delete and insert whatever he wants to insert.
Right.
And he's trying to insert himself as the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
He wants to be omnipotent and omnipresent. He wants to be the monarch of the earth. He's tired of people having their being able to have their different social and liberal freedoms. He's bringing the enlightenment to the earth, which is spiritual. That is called dark enlightenment, because the enlightenment that he's bringing to the world is gross darkness.
Yeah, because he's presenting it like democracy is outdated. We need a more efficient system. We don't need people voting. We just need to have a monarch, a CEO, and we're going to call a country a corporation. And really, that's just a return to monarchism. But really, the scriptures already showed us, it's the elites trying to hijack the blessing. When you pull back all the layers, it takes you right back to Esau and Jacob. And they're trying to rule the world and have this God complex through technology, through this dark enlightenment.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
It says, this is Wisdom of Solomon 6:19. It says, and incorruption maketh us near unto the Heavenly Father. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. And Esau's trying to assume a kingdom through darkness, through corruption. That's how he's trying to usurp a kingdom, in which the scriptures just told us that if you desire thrones and scepters, desire wisdom. You know, Esau doesn't uphold wisdom; he upholds his own guidelines and his own stipulations. Therefore, the kingdom that he's trying to put together right now is bound to fail.
I'd like to get this real quick before you go back to that. Philippians 2 in 13, it reads, for it is power which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom he shines as lights in the world. I just want to read that.
Right, because Esau's ambition don't include integrity. It don't include morality. It includes a blanket of deception where nobody can speak against him. You know, and that's his ambition at this point. This is his only way to get the blessing. If you take it back to Esau, Esau had a short rulership that was given to him, but that rulership will come to an end, and Jacob will receive the blessing forever. And the only way he can hijack that now, because he can't search the seas, he can't search out the stars, he can't number Israel. So the only thing he can do is try to take this thing digital and have full control over it.
Right. Hey, and that's why I said, the Lord said, be as light in the midst of this crooked and perverse nation, because all they can do is wickedness, but they present it to the people as this what's the word? Progress. Yeah, because Jake look at Esau
Progressive.
yeah. Jake look at Esau like, shit, we went from the rotary phone to handheld. Like, this man got the power. Like, he really doing that shit.
Right.
So he fucking do enchantment. Jake, people just like, okay, yeah. So they just look like progress, but it's still a crooked and perverse nation.
That's it. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That's what peace look like. Progress in the darkness.
Right.
Right.
So I wanted to get this from Chat GPT. It says techno feudalism. What is it? says techno-feudalism is a term used to describe a hypothetical future political and economic system that combines elements of feudalism, a hierarchical social system based on land and loyalty with advanced technology. So it's the same having overlords rule over you, but the land now is digital. So it's a digital landscape. That's why they got to put everything on the grid, off the grid, and put it in this digital landscape. Because now corporations can run you. Yep. From your bills, your intake, your costs, you jaywalk, it's automatically deducted.
Social credit score.
Right. And that's how they're going to be able to rule over the world. That's their ambition. And then they could live forever or rule forever with this this techno-feudalism. There was a guy, we bring it out every now and then, Sean Parker, who was a part of Facebook. And he mentioned at a conference, a cancer conference, that health insurance is going to be so good for them that they're going to live 100+ years. And they're going to be these almost like immortal overlords over you poor people. That's the end goal. And that goes back to what Esau and Jacob. You know, they just put fancy words in front of it. When you peel back the layers, it goes right back to prophecy. Esau and Jacob, and this is his attempt to hijack the blessing. It's his Hail Mary. This is the Hail Mary, because he don't know what he's doing. But this is his last ditch effort to try to duct tape something together to keep the blessing, to keep his rulership running a minute longer. But we know the Lord has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
You got something else in here?
A little bit. You got it.
No, I'm just gonna bring out some more too. So this is the chat. It said, so when you go into core beliefs of the Dark Enlightenment, it said the Dark Enlightenment argues that democracy does not work and inevitably leads to decline. Equality is a myth. Hierarchies are natural and necessary, which hierarchies are necessary, but it's not the hierarchy of the wicked. You see? The hierarchy of the wicked, that's not all right how the earth is meant to be ran. Okay? Because like you said, it won't survive. No flesh will make it.
Right.
So there's a righteous hierarchy, but it's the hierarchy of the righteous, man. You know? But y'all brothers got to do it.
Hey, if I can get this, not like that. That's why I said this in Israel, Sirach 19. It's Sirach 19 and 22. It reads, "The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither entertain the counsel of sinners prudence." So whatever they got going on, whatever they're trying to do, man, it ain't no damn wisdom, man. It ain't furthering the generation. It ain't making nothing better. Because it's still darkness. And without the light of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, you ain't gonna know what's the difference, man. And even though the Lord put the prophets on the streets and the highways and hedges on the unicorn, as rivers of living water flooding the unicorn, these niggas are still blind, man. They still don't get it.
Right.
That Stockholm syndrome, Stockholm syndrome play out too long, man. That nigga through.
Yeah.
Because the Lord said in Isaiah 30 and 12, they trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. And that this iniquity shall be to them as a breach ready to fall. So the breach. So what's this iniquity shall be? What the iniquity is trusting in sin and trusting in oppression, man. But we understand the Lord have blinded 2/3. They can't see. They aren't supposed to see. That's why the Lord said they are sheep led to the slaughter.
That's it.
They got blindfolds on, man.
That's it. Hey, Esau is likened unto a cunning hunter.
Right.
You know, so Esau know, all right, I'm gonna give them creatures, I'm gonna give them comfort. I'm gonna keep giving them comfort.
Right.
Giving them comfort.
Right.
Then I'm gonna take it away.
Hey, like just real quick. So what I've been doing for years is, instead of me going into the woods, hunting deer and putting up a deer stand, I put the corn out and make them come to me. So over time, it's called conditioning through gradualism.
Yep.
They say when Esau going with all these app-based payments leading you to that sea hill, man. Yep. You conditioning the fucking deers, gonna take a year or two. But once you got them, they're gonna keep coming. So all year round, when it ain't this season, you put the corn out. They'll eat that shit all year round. So when this season come in, you're gonna be knocking their ass down. I don't gotta go into the woods and hunt. So this is what Esau doing, man. And Jake that trusting in this devil, man. So now niggas eating out Esau's hand.
That's it.
That's what I'm trying to get the deals to do. Them motherfuckers coming to, hey, they eat out my hand.
Yeah.
That's what Esau doing to Jake, man.
And, like you were saying, a cunning hunter knows how to make a snare comfortable.
Right.
And Esau's made the snare comfortable to the world.
Right.
Like, and all you were saying, you give them a little bit here, snatched away.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get comfortable, you take it away. Like you just said, it's gradualism. And that's why people are following along with this technocratic society, this push for the technocratic society so easily, because they've been afforded different comfortabilities and luxuries. So now that certain things are being taken away, it's like, okay, we need to keep following. We need to keep following this so that we can get back to comfort. Esau is a cunning hunter. He knows how to make death comfortable.
Right.
And death is become real comfortable to the people.
Hold on. Say that again. He know how to do what?
You know how to make death comfortable.
This is what Rebecca told Jacob. Genesis 27 and verse 42. And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her youngest son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doeth comfort himself, proposing to kill thee.
And that's still going on. Like you gotta peel back all the layers. The Lord is so genius through the Spirit that He made it simple. Look,
Right.
This is what it all draws back to. This is the source of everything. Outside of the big fancy words and all the proverbs and bywords and African American and black, and to understand the world you live in today, it all goes back to Esau and Jacob.
Right.
And prophecy.
And then Herika, Hishalakia, as it read the simplicity in Yahweh Shah, the simplicity in Esau.
Yeah, because all of these fancy words is really just him trying to get the blessing.
Yeah.
That God complex is just manifesting itself with this digital agenda. All right, with the linchpin or the final piece of the puzzle being the sea hill.
Right.
Because once it's in you, it's over. Now you tap into the grid. That's why they're building these data centers. It ain't so your PS5 will have better reception.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when they need to find you, they can find you.
Yeah.
If they need to cut your chip off, which means cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
And all channels of communication will be controlled by him.
Yeah.
So nobody can even cry out no more.
Yeah.
Like going into the wife, if she get somebody try to take advantage of her in the city and she cry out, somebody can come help her.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it to where nobody can cry out. That's why everybody's accustomed to using the YouTubes and the social medias. Those are private companies. At any moment in time, they could permanently ban you. And then your voice is not heard on the digital landscape. This is Esau playing God on earth. Because when you go into techno-feudalism, it says key features of techno-feudalism. It says corporate lords or tech oligarchs.
Mm.
Number 2 point says surveillance and control.
That's it.
So, if you can read that first part again, because that's why we're seeing different men like Elon Musk and these different techno brats, being exalted in these different social media platforms. Because they're moving away from that fiscal to digital.
Yep.
And everybody, the people that are going to hold control of the earth now are going to be those technocrats.
Right.
Those people who are the forerunners of CBDCs, the forerunners of these digital currencies. These are the people that are going to hold the power in the world to come.
Right.
And like you was getting into, the people who set up the social credit system,
Yep.
they're going to hold the power now because they have the power to shut you off from society.
Yep.
It's going into that monarchism. A monarch, you can't go against a monarch.
No, you can't.
You speak against the monarch, your head is going to roll.
Yeah, you can't vote. You don't get to vote in a monarchy. You just gotta hope the person ruling over you is decent.
That's China right now.
Yeah. That's your best hope. Lord, please let this nigga run this shit for 50 years and get him out of here, Lord. That's your best, and that's what they trying to get back to. They like, man, we can't have niggas voting for leaders.
Yeah.
You got so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans voting. Now they saying, look, we got to get away from democracy. We got to get something that's more efficient, something that we can control better. And what is that? That's just techno-feudalism. That's this idea that's presented as this just is, it's more efficient. It's optimizing the system. It's too many loose ends. But really, it's they play for control. You know, the Lord's a man of war, and all the Lord is showing us is Esau's war strategy. And that's what we're able to speak on through the Spirit and power Yahweh Shema Shai. Again, the key features of techno-feudalism says corporate lords, surveillance and control, serfdom via dependence. Now, when you read this, it says most people will become serfs or workers with very little autonomy. They might be dependent on the large tech companies for their jobs, social interactions, or even access to basic necessities.
Hey, you know what I mean? Say, and what did the lady say during the web conference? A couple of years ago, she said, you will own nothing and be happy.
Yeah, Schwab.
Yeah, Carl Schwab said, you will own nothing and be happy. That's exactly what Nari is reading. Basically taking all of your autonomy and centralize it on a digital platform.
Right.
You won't own anything. They'll own you, and you're just going to have to be happy with it. All amenities, all luxuries. You want to go here, you want to buy certain things. You will have to go through these technocrats.
Right.
You won't own your life. You just get into the contracts and your jobs. You basically sign over your life when you sign them terms and agreements.
Yep.
Even when you go into your phone, once you get a new phone, you sign that term and agreement, you sign your life over. The job give you that packet. They say this is what you can and cannot. You sign your life over.
Right.
And Esau is getting ready to have the majority of the earth sign their life over in the form of that chip.
It says essentially people's lives will revolve around a few powerful corporations, similar to how medieval peasants were bound to their landowners. All right, and that's what they're looking to do. But in order for them to do that, this digital infrastructure has to be set up. So they're setting up the plumbing now with the 5G towers, with the data centers. They're setting up all the plumbing because it requires a lot of data for you to maintain a system like that. So they're establishing the plumbing, but they're also selling it to the people here and there with these terms like dark enlightenment, like pointing out the holes in democracy and how it's inefficient. So they're already planting that seed in people. So when it's time to flip the switch and the system is ready, most people are just going to bow to the slaughter.
Yep. And they're groomed to do so. Because people are already at one with this technology.
Yep.
You know? And that goes back to the doctrine of the serpent. Because what did the serpent do to Eve? He made it seem like he had something better.
Right.
He went into it as if the Most High was flawed. Going back into what's that guy say on coming board?
Yeah, he said Satan told he's Satan. Yeah. He convinced Eve that God was wrong. And he was right.
Right.
And that you can you can be better than him.
Yep. And
it's like that's the basis for Luciferianism.
Yep.
So it's and that's why you see they're intentionally sabotaging these governments. Okay, they gave you Joe Biden on purpose.
Right.
They follow with Trump on purpose.
Right.
They want you to tap out.
Right.
That's why you hear the inflation and the prices gonna keep going up. And they want you to blame government, so he can come and present technocracy as the savior.
Right.
Trust the experts. They did a dry run in 2020. These niggas you never heard of. Bill Gates popped up and was the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This nigga popped up and became the world doctor. Okay? People see in this society, people worship billionaires.
Right.
These are icons. You know? So you have Elon Musk coming through, you know, and don't let Esau give y'all niggas a stimulus check and call it a tariff dividend.
Right.
Because they're going to credit it to what? The technocracy.
Right.
AI was able to calculate, you know, because we're saving so much now with AI and production is going up and costs is going down. This is y'all dividend check.
The motherfucker got jobs behind that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be the final seduction, if you will, before that nigga just take the mask off. You're gonna be like, look, I'll give you a universal basic income.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll just get a check. You ain't gotta work, you'll just get a check.
Mm-hmm. AI got to work. You go enjoy it.
Yeah. Because that's how Elon Musk is presented. Look, we're gonna have AI factory work.
Yeah.
So all y'all gotta do is sit back.
Yeah.
He ain't telling you that we're gonna eliminate most of y'all.
Yeah.
And the ones that's left, you're gonna get down, you're gonna lay down, man.
Man, this shit, waiting on the check every month, man, this gonna crash out around that bitch. It's sweet.
But see, that's why they're rolling out the surveillance system now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, oh, he don't want to get down?
Yeah.
Push the button on.
Yeah.
But they call it flock safety.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
that's that company, and they going through the back door with this surveillance.
Yep.
You see that you don't hear them arguing about the surveillance cameras being put up. You know, they're presenting it as a tool to assist law enforcement.
Right.
License plates reading.
Right.
They're not putting them cameras up just to read the license plates, man. Okay? They putting them cameras up to read you.
Right.
You know? You got it, bro.
This is a key feature of techno-feudalism. Point two says surveillance and control. As technology advances, these lords might employ surveillance tools and AI to keep track of their subjects, the population. People might have little to no privacy as their data is constantly monitored, and the economy becomes driven by algorithms designed to maximize profit and efficiency.
Yeah, it's gonna be AI that's gonna be monitoring you people.
Taskmaster.
Yeah, the taskmaster gonna be AI.
Yep.
And AI is flawed.
Yep.
Okay, but AI is gonna be the law. Okay? You know, you mess around and go off route. Okay? The AI gonna be because you in China, they already got it to where when one camera pick you up, the rest of the cameras start to anticipate your usual route. So if you go off route, it's a red flag.
Right.
You know, or if you come out, you know, with an angry face.
Yeah.
This nigga mad about.
Taking the temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the detail of AI.
Right.
Okay, so it's gonna monitor your emotions, you know, your patterns, your spending. Okay, your behavior. You see, because this is a high form of behavior modification. This is another level of they've already done behavior modification. That's why a lot of people act exactly the same.
Right.
A lot of people act exactly like a Kodak Black. Okay, that's why they got even a Chicago nigga, a Florida nigga. It's a model.
Right.
It's behavior modification.
Right.
A Cali nigga. It's just a model.
Clone Tyrone.
Yeah, it's a model. You see, this the women. They act the same. They all act like this one. All right, prototype. There's Cardi B's and they act like one prototype.
Yeah.
Social engineering.
Yeah, it's behavior modification. But with this technology, he's going to take it to a whole nother level, man.
And that's heavy because that movie Clone Tyrone, they had two different men but one woman
Mm-hmm.
that represent all the women.
Mm-hmm.
But it's two different dudes, the dope dealer and the pimp.
Yeah,
But the woman, she represents all of them.
all of them.
Because they either had two different women.
Yeah.
Could have had the dope over his girl and the pimp. He already had his. But yeah, that's cold. Two different dudes, but one female because she represents all the women.
And when you
Like
look at
prototype.
that chip, your chip gonna be able to read your body temperature, your heart rate. They're gonna know. They're gonna have emotional cues.
The phone doing that shit now.
Yeah, but that's gonna be real time. Your
Yeah,
heartbeat.
yeah.
So he slept 4 hours
Right.
instead of 8.
Yeah, you drove 3 miles a day.
Yeah. And all Esau gonna have to do is just program the AI to be like, look, these are the guardrails. See, the sons of Jacob under Yahweh Shah are supposed to set the guardrails on the earth. And it's gonna be through equity. It ain't gonna be just for bragging rights and have a God complex. Esau is the complete opposite of that, man.
Yeah.
He want to put guardrails on the earth so he can reign in wickedness.
Yeah.
It's not about equity. It's not about pro-life for him. Think about the evil husbandman. He hell bent on destroying the garden and putting his own guardrails so nobody can speak against his darkness.
Hey, yeah, the Lord said that He's gonna leave a residue of Israel. Esau just want the residue of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same difference on both sides.
So you got to cut off the ring.
Yeah.
And his way of cutting off the ring is, all right, mandatory. Everybody got to get the chip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now we search out the ones who ain't got it.
Yep.
Let's go look for them. Now we cut off the ring, for real.
Yeah, now they can send the wet to you.
Yeah. Now we can cut them off. Well, let's look at these heat signatures. Why this heat signature ain't got a chip with it?
Yeah.
Go get him. I mean, that's his dream. His dream is to hijack the blessing through technology.
Mm-hmm.
And it all goes back, and you peel back all those layers, Esau and Jacob. You know, the parting asunder of times. And Esau put a bunch of fancy words in front of his wickedness, but the Lord put the spirit on the prophets to see right through it, and most importantly, to call it out. That's why mentioning Esau is an important part of the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
As watchmen, you have to detect the evil and tell the people that this is what this man is attempting to do.
And you people gonna see why the Lord had the prophets emphasizing on Esau.
Right.
Because when this nigga get turned loose, you gonna see why this nigga was a major part of
Exactly.
the ministry, man.
Constantly.
You know? But going back into it, this is what, and what he's doing now, because he planning on making a permanent have and have nots.
That's it.
So if you're not in these few elite families, it will be never like right now, capitalism, like I say, Jake can go start a trucking empire.
Right.
In the MOT, in the New World Order, that's not happening no more.
Right.
You ain't nobody coming up through the ranks no more.
Right.
If you're born into the have-nots, you die in the have-nots.
Right.
If you're not born into one of these elite families, you don't get to climb up to the elite family.
Yeah.
No more capitalism.
Yeah.
Hey, that's they got a term called social mobility.
Yeah.
You know, the ability to start off poor and upgrade your class as a family
Right.
if you work hard enough. That ain't what's coming. In a feudalistic system, even with ancient feudalism, the idea that you will become a serf, go from a serf to an aristocrat,
Yeah.
damn near impossible. That's what he want to get. He wants to get back to it. This is a covetous man. People forget his nature.
Yeah, that nigga never did that. None of them fuckers never started from the bottom. And they don't talk about Mark Zuckerberg and
Oh, no.
no, y'all niggas ain't started the bottom with nothing. Did. No, y'all niggas come from one of them families, man.
Mhm.
That's it.
And that's the whole point behind the UBI, is to keep the people at a central income so that it can never rise up in society, never get a foothold.
You always make it sound like you work hard, you can make it. No, nigga, that shit was already designed.
You know,
Fucking devil, man.
I got it. So going back into this chat, going to core beliefs, it says instead of democratic governments, many dark Enlightenment thinkers favor authoritarian governance,
Mm-hmm.
monarchy, or CEO style rule, technocrat elites, corporate style states.
It said they favor them. Isaiah 30 and 12, they trust in oppression. And perversion is to stay their own.
Mhm. But they've been already conditioning people, because what is a president?
Right. Basically a CEO.
Yeah.
That's it.
So they've been conditioning people with the terms. These are corporate terms.
Right.
You know, president, vice president. Don't you have a president and vice president of these corporations?
Mm-hmm.
You see? So they've been conditioning people with these corporate terms already. You know?
They have the councils where they sit around a little record doing
Yeah.
on the little table, like to promote more business and make it better. Yeah, that's the goddamn Congress. This shit crazy.
So it says how it plays into governments today. It says it says no modern government openly follows the dark enlightenment, but some trends reflect its influence. Rise of technocracy. Governments increasingly rely on unelected experts, central banks, bureaucratic agencies, algorithmic decision making. This aligns with the dark enlightenment belief that the masses shouldn't rule even if elections exist. Democratic erosion across the world, we see emergency powers becoming permanent,
Yes. Yeah.
reduced civil liberties, in the name of security, surveillance, expansion, executive power growing faster than legislative power. And that's why you see Trump, all the power of government is being transferred to the executive branch because the elites is easier for the elites to implement the New World Order through a dictatorship. That's why China was able to get so far.
That's it. That's it.
So they're taking away the legislation, the power from the legislature, which that's the power where people supposed to be able to vote in laws, or you have the Senate or the House to be able to veto or vote down laws. But now all the power is going to the executive branch, which is Trump. And who's hanging around Trump? It's a technocrat party, baby.
Right.
You know,
That's it.
that boy got the whole PayPal mafia around, man.
Yeah.
You see?
Man.
Yeah, man. You say that MAGA Trojan horse.
Yep.
You see, he rode that MAGA Trojan horse in. You know.
Yeah. Took that red hat off and got busy.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Pick that red hat off. You know, and built a data center on your ass, man.
Right. And that goes into that techno-feudal world. Because you got to remember, the money that's funding China, the money that's funding the state of Israel, the money that's funding the West, it's elite dollars. They funding both sides. This is why they funded China to unroll the system early. Let's see how it works in real time. Let's perfect it before we take it to the West.
Yeah.
Because it's too many roadblocks trying to do that in the West.
Yeah.
We got to vote. And then we got to present this guy like they actually voted him in. It's too much red tape. That's why they got this guy Curtis Yarvin saying, look, we should just slim down all of this bullshit ritual. They not really voting. They got these guys in anyway. Why are we even playing like? Why are we playing with these people like they actually got some power? Let's just show them you never had power.
Yeah, China's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know when they born into that system, you don't have no power.
And they ain't got no say so.
You better shut up.
Yeah.
Like they social credit system so tight that if you speak against the government, them niggas will lock you down into a 5-mile radius. A nigga can't buy an orange 6 miles away from his home.
Right. That's heavy because dealing with all that shit Esau created for these Edomites over here, all that right to bear arms, freedom. None of that shit was in China, man.
No.
They had none of that shit. So now they got to get around these good old boy Edomites coming off them. Stay calm. And they watching this shit fall like, nah, man, they can grab them guns.
Yeah, and that's the sedition, according to prophecy.
Right.
They're trying to have a controlled demolition. With a country that's got more guns than people, you have to have a controlled demolition.
You niggas trying to create a dictatorship around these good old boy.
That's why Trump was supposed to be a pacifier.
Right. That shit ain't working.
See, Trump supposed to be a pacifier, but then Esau, see, when you do wickedness, you always find yourself in straits like shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like I need my technocracy, but then I need to pacify.
Yeah.
You know,
they got them snipers out there, boy.
Yeah.
Ready.
It's like Esau. The Lord got to where Esau, he touching that water, and Esau see this shit real.
Right.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, Esau, the Lord got this man. The scripture how prophecy shall drive him to his feet.
Yep.
Because if you're dreaming, like if something happened, it was a big sound that went off. The first thing we'd do, you know, this how Esau is now.
Yeah.
Right.
Most I got him to where he dreaming to. He ain't sitting back
Chilling.
No, this nigga to his feet trying to shit.
Yeah.
Right.
He looking at Trump shit. You know, then Trump trying to control these, pacify these niggas, but still, you know.
Damn.
And then Yahoo will let some shit off in Qatar. Like, nigga, what you doing? You're like,
Right.
nigga. You know? So it's like he got so much going on his plate. Like Esau got a lot on his plate. He come to that podium like he got this shit figured out, man. This nigga got a lot on his plate, man.
Yeah.
On the edge.
Yeah. Because he got everything to lose.
Right.
And then guess what? He's mortal. So he got to deal with the aspect of time. We come into immortality. Time don't mean nothing to us no more.
Right.
You see? He got a shot clock. We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, his shot clock getting low.
That's making haste.
And you know the type of shots niggas shoot up when the shot clock. Yeah, nigga might
Anything.
nigga.
Just throw this.
Yeah. So now this nigga trying to beat that shot clock, man. You see?
I got something for you.
And then he don't real quick, and then he don't got enough energy to pull the shit off.
Yeah.
Like he's struggling. That's why he's trying to talk about. Well, we're gonna have to start building data centers in space.
Yes.
Cause he you know he done did the calculation that he ain't got enough energy for this shit.
Right.
And that's the most I mocking him, showing nigga he not no guy.
Right.
You can't create energy. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you know, you trying to build an empire, all right? You know,
That's heavy.
in your uncle basement.
Right.
Nigga turn the lights off. Nigga turn my goddamn lights off.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that's heavy. You said he can't create energy.
Yeah.
He needs to create this goddamn CERN.
Yeah.
Just so they can watch neutrons and protons and shit clash together like that. That's all. Yeah. You can watch this shit. That's it.
The most I starting to mock this man, nigga, you know God, nigga. You know he trying to figure out how to create some more energy for this shit.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Lord gave y'all the energy that you needed.
Yeah.
It's over now. You gotta let that shit go. Wave the white flag, nigga. It's over.
And throw the hell, man.
The Lord gave you all the energy you need, man. God damn, I just need a little bit more. No, that's it. That has what Job 14:5.
Yeah.
You got it.
It's Job 18 and verse 9. It says, "The jinn shall take them by the heel,
Yeah, how a shot.
You be going to that. You got
and the robber shall prevail against them."
Yeah, how a shot again.
thief in the night.
Yeah. Hey, because the whole time when he said the jinn should take them by the heel, and the whole time the Lord had him in the trap.
Right.
He was in the trap the whole time. You got it.
Even the Edomite that came up, they really started going into the nuclear physics.
Right.
Nigga named Abraham Esau.
You nigga try to guess it both words.
Man, this the nigga that came up with a lot of this nuclear physics studies, man.
Going back to that blessing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was a trap.
Yeah.
You were trapped from birth.
Right.
Try for about
Go ahead.
Well, if I could start up,
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna start all the way back up at 5.
Matter of fact, you're finna say.
It says, "Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out."
The light, going back to this dark enlightenment. So the Lord finna put his lights out. Okay? This dark, okay, enlightenment that he runs the earth with is finna be put out. That means shit not gonna work no more. It's not gonna govern the earth anymore. Go ahead.
And the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Yeah, the spark of his fire should not shine. You know, because right now he's operating off this shit. You know, we're seeing the devil operate in the dark enlightenment, you know, and influence and run the world. But see, that spark finna be put out. You see? Go ahead.
The light shall be dark in his tabernacle.
Yeah, and right now he runs the earth. His tabernacle is the earth. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. And also your tabernacle goes into your lineage, you know, the tabernacle of David. Okay. So now amongst the Edomites, there's no wisdom. It's prudent, is wisdom vanished from teaming.
Right.
So now amongst all the Edomites on the earth, they can't figure it out. He used to teaming these think tanks coming up with the solution. Teaming always bail this nigga out.
Right.
Teaming and Amalek the finances. Teaming these think tanks, they always able to find, you know, a solution.
Yeah.
You see?
Ain't no solution.
Yeah, but now it's like no Edomite on earth can figure this out.
All the money, but no solution.
Yeah, they can't figure it out. You see? So now they're scrambling. That's why it's so tacky, nigga scrambling. He really don't know what play to call. That's why he look like the nigga like he finna start the war, then he fall back, then he lock it down, and he open it back up, then he, you know, Jacob Trouble, the ice, you like, the nigga, which one you finna do?
Yeah,
All of them lead the same way. Cause see, he trying to see is like every time he lift it up, niggas all go to the same road.
Yep. War.
However you want
Mayhem.
whatever you want to go first. That's like when you playing chess. It's so you get to a certain point,
Ain't no more moves.
ain't no more moves. Cause he'll flirt with the Jacob Trouble, then
Yeah.
he'll flirt with the economy crashing.
Yeah.
World War III.
Yeah.
He trying everything. He's trying to get around it.
All that shit ain't constructive.
Yeah, shit, fucking blow up a boat and
Yeah.
yeah, like, what he doing? Nigga killing time, man. What the
Shit.
Yeah,
that motherfucker. But he confused. They go back to the damn Genesis 3 and say, thus should I eat all the days of thy life.
Yeah.
So when they go, it just confuses. Them niggas don't know what to do.
Shit lead to the same.
All the money, but you don't got no answers.
Yeah.
I got one. This is Isaiah
Yeah,
19 and 14 in NLT. The Lord has sent a spirit of foolishness on them, so all their suggestions are wrong.
All of them.
Right.
What was that?
Everybody getting bad counsel.
In NLT.
Damn.
Everybody getting bad counsel.
Yep.
Motherfucker threw Ukraine to the wolves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was terrible. Terrible, goddamn. Yeah. You know?
That nigga screaming like
Yeah.
That's cold.
Zelensky in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
That nigga arguing with JD fan. And this is beautiful, man, because we get to laugh at the downfall of evil. You see?
Damn.
Yeah, man, we looking at this nigga. This nigga every time he take a step, he can feel that pressure, man. That shit don't work, man.
That's heavy.
You know? Cause I remember I was coaching Little League one time, man, playing a team for Faraday, man, and shit. I'm calling all these plays, nothing. I ain't get nothing off. Nothing working.
Damn.
Fuck it, I had to throw a Hail Mary. I said, just go deep. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? Play action shit, none of that shit would work. I just go deep. So, yeah, man, ain't none of this shit working for Esau, man. We just gonna throw that Hail Mary, man. Mandated, motherfucker.
Damn. And that bitch will get intercepted.
Yeah. Nigga, take that chip on kill you, man. Yeah.
I got one. This Job 22 and 15. As thou mark the old way which wicked men have trodden, which were cut down out of time, whose foundation was overflown with the flood, which said unto God, depart from us. And what can the Almighty do for them? Yet he filled their houses with good things, but the counsel of the wicked is far from me. The righteous see it and are glad, and the innocent laugh them to scorn.
And he said the counsel of the wicked is far from them.
Yep.
That's that Sirach 16:23. He that wants of understanding will think upon vain things, and err and imagine the follies.
Right.
So the counsel of the Lord ain't with them niggas. So there is nothing you can do, man.
And it say the righteous see it and laugh them to scorn.
Right.
Nigga, this off.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Laugh
is
them
you
to scorn.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck you out here doing?
Yeah.
This ain't counsel. This ain't prudent.
Laughing at niggas.
Yeah, cause Jake laughing hard at you, man.
Yeah.
It hurt. You did what? This nigga, Jake get to laugh and got there.
Oh man.
This shit hilarious. You dead serious when you take laugh like that.
Yeah. This is
God damn.
This is Job 15:20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of his years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his ears, in prosperity and destroy shall come upon him. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. And it say he believeth not that he shall return out of darkness. So that's the spotlight on his ass. You can't hide no more. So now what you gonna do? That nigga scrambling because that light. What roaches do when you hit the light on the ass?
Scramble.
That's Esau. The light is Yahweh shot.
Look at that. Oh man. The light on
Man,
that nigga.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And man on the inside. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Damn, that was spiritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
The light on Esau, man. So yeah, it's over, man. He was because going back to that Jeremiah 49, his power was when he was in darkness, he had secrecy, man. They don't got no more power now. Now everybody call him, especially what's her boy name? Chris Hedges.
Yeah.
He always talking about classism.
Oh yeah.
fascism.
Oh yeah.
But he ain't saying the Rothschilds and Oppenheimer. No. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, I don't think he said it's decline of empire.
Richard Wolff.
Yeah.
He always talking about classism, fascism.
Decline of empire.
Yeah. Richard Wolff always talking about, we had Britain, we had Rome, Britain,
Yeah.
America. This shit, he always talking about how America through.
We had 100 years.
Yeah, that's
right. Of flourishing.
Yeah.
Now we at the inevitable end.
Yeah.
It's the end of empire.
Yeah.
It's not the end of democracy.
Yeah.
It's the end of empire. He landed on thick, guys.
Yeah, he do. I love that motherfucker. He be going in. I used to be going in on this ass.
Niggas the end of empire, nigga. This shit bigger than economics.
Yeah.
Right. Nigga, this shit the end of the empire, man. Yeah, the lights out, nigga.
Yeah. Read that again. No, that's cold.
This Job 22, and
Righteous lad his ass is going that lady. Oh, for the motherfuckers. Oh,
in fact, Job 22 and 19 in the NLT, it says, "The righteous will be happy to see the wicked destroyed, and the innocent will laugh in contempt."
Ooh. The innocent, and see, because through Yahweh Shai, we've been pardoned. You see, because what makes us innocent, going back to love, because when you go back into it, the law was based in love. So now that we come back to true brother love, it's making us innocent before the Heavenly Father through Yahweh Shai. Mm-hmm. You see, so we can laugh at this nigga because this nigga did wrong.
Right.
Right. And the Lord is raising up righteous judges, man. You see, it's like now we're getting back into that position of, of judges, and it's like we're watching a child. Right. We're becoming these experienced judges, and now we're watching a child trying to pull this shit off.
Yeah.
Shit comical, man. What's say we're Psalms 2 and 1. Get in the NLT Bible show.
There's no equity. And Esau think he's slick, but the Lord set up the counsels to see, like, we know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
What do Jake say in sports? You projecting.
Yep.
Yeah, telegraphing.
Mm-hmm.
We see where you're going. We see your hook. We see your jab. We see everywhere you turn it. And then the Lord put the spirit on the apostles and the prophets to say it. Like, look, this nigga about to do a left, right, and then he gonna duck. Like, and then he gonna try to do this.
And he trying to damn this not to do what the prophets telling him to do.
But you can't help it.
But you got to do it.
That's Isaiah 10. Can the axe boast?
Yeah.
You a tool. You a paintbrush.
Yeah.
Nigga thought he was in control of the wheel. You are the wheel, nigga.
If I can read this real quick, Proverbs 18 and 3. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt. Mm-hmm. You say the righteous laughing with contempt. When the wicked come, then come also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. That word ignominy, this is the word ignominy on Google. It's a shame, humiliation, embarrassment, disgrace, dishonor, stigma.
Yeah.
It got abasement, loss of face. When you go to the word stigma, you got a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality of person.
Hey, and if I can say,
you got it.
If I can say, the prophets being out there is what's really causing his loss of face.
Right.
Because Richard Wolff, Scott Ritter, these guys won't say it's Esau eating the so-called white man as a collective, beginning with their elites.
Right.
They'll point to these little. Well, see, if we just got this guy, y'all, we could just nah. It's y'all as a collective. Y'all have reached y'all in. Y'all have reached y'all wits in, and it's because the Lord held you up and then took His wisdom from you. And now He's watching you stumble around the earth, trying to figure it out, man.
Right.
You got it.
Psalms 2 and 1 in the NLT. Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans?
Yeah, these are futile plans,
man.
And he's doing it. He's pissed because he's being laughed at, man.
Right.
Like this is getting to him, man. The prophets rising daily, and see, this is why Jake don't understand. Now we conquering the kingdom, man. Through through the spirit and power we have by Shema Shah. Okay? And this is the driving force because we see the progress, man. It's one thing when you start doing something, but when you start seeing the results from, oh man, this nigga is failing, man. And these plans are futile, man. Because really, when you look at it, like, damn, but then you really study this, man, it's like, this nigga ain't got it.
You don't know what the fuck you
Yeah, it's just like in sports, man. Certain teams, like, damn, niggas. But then when you get out there, you go, oh shit.
Yeah.
You hit this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I thought this nigga, you know, but that's how it is. As we get into this nigga, we get into what he's trying to do and how he, nigga, you don't got it.
Right.
Nigga playing. You know, nigga acting like he got, nigga, this nigga don't got it, man. That's how King David was looking at Goliath.
Right.
Like, nigga, you don't got it. Go ahead.
I got one to land back that real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 19 and 10. The light is not seemly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes.
Yeah, and this is a position we in.
Right.
It's a servant that has rule, okay, over princes, man. And see, we didn't know we were princes because we was in darkness.
Right.
But now that we're starting to move as judges, and we analyzing this nigga, man. This nigga a lot of hype. See, yeah, you powerful amongst mortal men, but see, the sons of God look at you different now.
Right.
We ain't impressed.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
The kings of the earth prepare for battle.
Yep.
The rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed.
Yeah, because this whole New World Order is that he's attempting to overthrow everything the Most High has established.
The arrow against the Lord.
Yeah, he's at a war. This is a war. He's declaring. This is the declaration of war on another level. That's why, in the midst of it, the Heavenly Father gonna send you Howard shot. He gonna send his He gonna send his son to respond to the declaration of war. Because you know when you have a big kingdom, you don't respond to every little uprising.
Right.
Sometimes you just let that shit feel alive.
Right.
You see, Esau won't stop to get to the point. Go handle that shit over there, man. You know, and that's what the Heavenly Father finna do. Y'all shall look, go handle that shit in the earth, man. You know, when Esau begging for it, nigga won't stop. You got it.
It says, "Let us break their chains," they cry.
Yep.
And free ourselves from slavery to God.
And there's dark and light.
Yep.
Free ourselves from slavery of the Most High. Because they want the perks and the blessings, but they don't want to deal with the righteousness.
Yeah.
They look at righteousness as chains. To the wicked, righteousness is chains.
Right.
You see? And going back into it, that's why a woman will go her life without having an official man, because that's chains to her.
Right.
You see? A man, you know, being over her, that's chains. Esau, like a guy being over me, is chains.
Right.
I need to do me. I need to be able to do me. New World Order is him wanting to do him in the earth, man. Okay, go ahead.
But the one who rules in heaven laughs.
See, and how is the Most High laughing through his son? Because if Yahweh Shai is in us, well, the Heavenly Father is in Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So whether the prophets is, you know, rebuking you, cursing your ass out, or laughing at you, also it's the Most High. Okay, and this shit is comical to the Most High, what Esau is trying to do. Go ahead.
The Lord scoffs at him. Then in anger he rebukes them.
Yeah, we're scoffing Esau. The prophets are scoffing them, man. Diligently, man. All this content going forth, man. Okay, dealing with the devil and making fun of his New World Order agenda.
Yeah.
You see, that's the Most High scoffing him, but then eventually the Most High gonna, you know, he gonna end that laugh and go handle it. Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah, go handle it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Then in anger he rebukes them.
And in anger, You think the Esau think he angry. Most High finna show you anger.
Mm.
Most High finna shake the earth with your ass, man. You know. So this is the build up to that. So you go into the devil's dark enlightenment. All right. That's his attempt to make dark permanent in the earth through his technology. He want to put that light out.
Right.
You know. Yes.
But that was in the money.
Hey, I want to read this to go with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to run through it. It's Job 24. It reads. This is exactly that, going to that darkness enlightenment. It reads, Job 24:1. Why seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty, do they that know him not see his days? Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless, they take the widow's ox for a pledge. They turn the needy out of the way, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. Behold, as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey. The wilderness yielded food for them and for their children. They reap everyone his corn in the field, and they gather the benches of the wicked. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. They are wet with the showers of the mountains, and embrace the rock for want of a shelter. They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor. They cause him to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheep from the hungry, which make oil within their walls and tread their wine presses and suffer thirst. Men groan from out of the city, and the souls of the wounded cry out. Yet God layeth not folly to them. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the way thereof, nor abide in the path thereof. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief. The eye also of the adulterer waited for the twilight, saying, no eye shall see me, and disguise of his face. In the dark, they dig through houses which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light. For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death. If one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death. He is swift as the waters, their portion is cursed in the earth. He beholdeth not the way of the vineyards.
And see, this devil, everything this devil can do is gonna be cursed.
Right.
Because he ain't right. You see, and see, Esau think that he can manifest, his own blessing.
Right.
Okay, through technology. But he doesn't understand. That's why the scripture say he shall be found wanting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, you done wickedness that hasn't been judged.
Right.
That wickedness got to be judged. You can't just, I'm going to do this, no, you got wickedness that has to be addressed. You see? And the Lord has allowed this man to build up to the point to where he's going to turn America to a desert. All this scheming and plotting, because you going through that, it's this devil scheming and plotting, taking away. Because even the New World Order, it's about him taking more of your sovereignty, more of your possession. You
Right.
own nothing and be happy.
That's it. And this runs to all that.
Yeah, so this devil, he's been doing all this plotting and scheming in the shadows and this system and this corruption and all this. But he's been just heaping up, all right, judgment to himself.
Right.
He's heaping up curses unto himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Job 24:18. He is swift as waters. Their portion is cursed in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
He beholdeth not the way of the vineyards.
Yep.
Drought and heat.
He said he beholding not the way of the vineyard.
Right.
Because even when you deal with the law, there's laws on agriculture.
Right.
Which means there's a manual on how to run the earth. Esau doesn't deal with the manual of how to run the earth.
Mm-hmm.
This new world order is another level of anti-Messiah. Because even the data centers, which is the plumbing for the new world order, they're anti-life.
Right.
You see? So this man doesn't deal with any of the instructions that the Lord has given to run the earth. This is him throwing out the rest of that little bit that people see. Even people you think you'll be a Christian in the New World Order, no. You're gonna worship his technology and him.
That's it. Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So he wants to do away with any type of righteous instruction in the earth, man. It completely, like you say, completely lights out, man,
Mm-hmm.
in darkness, man.
This is verse 19. Drought and heat consume the snow waters, so do the grave those which have sinned. The womb shall forget him, the worm shall feed sweetly on him. He shall be no more remembered, and wickedness shall be broken as a tree. He, because put up by the root in Job 18. He evil entreateth the barren that beareth not, and doeth not good to the widow. He draweth also the mighty with his power. He riseth up, and no man is sure of life. That was it.
Yeah, when you go to verse 17, it says, "For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death."
Right,
Meaning they look at light like darkness.
right. That's why. Right.
In their mind, light is off.
But the Lord looking at darkness because it's light to the Lord.
Right.
So that's why it said, this nigga, he believe not in his shit, he shall return out of darkness.
Yep.
Nigga, in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, you've been in the light the whole time.
Right. You wasn't hiding.
You were never in darkness. The Lord been seeing. So that's why I said Job 5, that nigga shall not perform his enterprise.
Right.
Cause the whole time you trying to, but you don't play that shit on us downhill. On mere mortals.
Yeah.
But nigga, nah, the Lord gave us the blueprint. Oh, Big Bro always tell the time, right? The Lord knew the phone was tapped.
Yep.
So he put the Bible in parables.
Yep.
Nigga, the Lord knew the phone was tapped already. He's
Yeah,
bro,
you
brought that up. He made that
You knew the elect was gonna be able to put two and two together in the last days, but he had to talk over Esau's head.
Yeah.
So them niggas is Esau in church talking about dragons and
Yeah.
we don't know what the fuck he talking, but now it's being revealed through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah.
Nigga got the phone tapped. Nigga mentioning video. Nigga got nigga audio.
Yeah, now you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's already out there now. Oh, you want to burn the book? You can.
Yeah.
It served its job.
Yeah.
It served its purpose.
And then it just make it seem like it just give us validation.
Right. So he can't do that.
Yeah, if he did that, like what's so? Because now his little credibility he got left, he trying to hang on to it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man?
And that the true enlightenment has caused him to have to run around because now the light is on him.
Yeah.
Now it's like who is Esau Edom? Now the light's shining on him, and now it's like you gotta take that mask off, brother.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I said they were, and then Joe 24, they said they got a mask on, man.
Yeah, but now you gotta take it off. It's like we know who you is behind the mask.
Because eventually he's just gonna come out and say it.
You gotta come down with great wrath. You gotta take that mask off, all that playing nice and democracy. You got to take it off and be like, all right, I'm the devil.
Yeah.
Rome 2.0.
Oh, the brother Zana Moff had put on his channel. They show in Nicaragua, they making you leave your Bible at the border. You can't go into the city with that shit.
Yeah, it's already sealed.
Yeah,
Servants.
don't need that.
Yeah, Lord cold.
Hebrews 6:9, things that cover salvation, though he does speak, we got it.
Yeah, the Lord showing Esau that the spirit is always stronger than the flesh, man.
Even with Job 5, 12, 13.
Hey, that's what the Lord said in Revelation 3. Hold that fast with thy hand, that no man take that crown.
Yep.
Because we got it now. I don't want to take it as the Lord.
It's already sealed.
It's already sealed, man. You got it.
And that's what it was. That's this whole Constitution and freedom of speech, all of that was established. So this tap phone will be able to be spread across the planet and the right people can hear it.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord allowed freedom of speech,
Yeah.
which is unprecedented when you deal with nations. That's unprecedented to have a country where you can say whatever you want to say. Because you can't do that in China. So the Lord allowed this word to go forth from this place through Esau's invention of this Constitution. And it really wasn't his invention. It was the Lord doing that to show him that the king's word is more powerful than anything you have to offer.
You
know?
The phone talking to lamb.
Yeah. Yeah. Did the lamb land yet?
Yeah.
Nah. All right.
Yeah, talking to pig last. Talking to lamb on
right. Talking right over Esau's head.
Yeah, that's it.
And
he made it to where the religion, or the Bible, or this world, which is Christianity, he made that to spread globally.
Right.
But it was still the Lord infiltrating. He
Right.
made this the most printed book.
Right.
But that shows you, it all shows you that He is.
Yeah.
It shows you the devil, like if you look in the spirit, the Lord is always showing us that I run this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like I run this nigga, man. You see, this is the point that he got us laughing at you now. You see?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, man, because you feel like a goddamn clown, man.
Yeah, we use a tool.
Yeah.
Tools don't think. Tools are being used.
Yeah.
But he don't know that. Real quick is Isaiah 10:7 in the NLT. But the king of Assyria will not understand that he is my tool.
Woo!
His mind does not work that way.
Woo!
His plan is simply to destroy, to cut down nation after nation. So he don't even know. His mind it's like a bulldog. You just let him out.
You might not even go that high.
Right.
And you had said,
So,
what's the guy that said he ain't create goddamn thinkers?
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the Lord said the same shit.
Yeah.
So they trying to get back at the Lord.
Yeah.
Because in Isaiah 32 said they utter error against the Lord.
Yeah.
No, the Lord said that shit first. You came up behind the Lord and said that you just won't think, you just won't work, or you don't want no thinking. Well, nigga, your ass, the Lord, you thought too much.
You just been putting in work.
Yeah, you just been putting
You never inside. Yeah.
You've been a worker.
You just been putting in work.
You be a fucking worker, nigga.
The Most High just dressed you up as
Right. The Lord been doing the thinking. You've been doing the work.
Yeah.
He said in Isaiah 54, I created the smith that put the coals in the fire. Yeah, you the worker. You ain't the thinker.
Cause look what it brought you to.
Right.
You got the planet Earth where everybody got nukes aimed at everybody.
Yeah.
Nigga, how did you get to this point?
Right.
You know?
Goddamn savage.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got you holding that precept, bro?
Yeah, we can hit it on that.
And this is Job 5:12. It says, "He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise."
Hey, you're not gonna get this off, man. You're not gonna complete that Hail Mary. You see?
He gonna get intercepted.
You're gonna get intercepted and pick six. Pick six. The Hail Mary is one thing, you don't get the Hail Mary, but that's insult to injury to get a pick six.
Man.
Al Shot gonna come run this shit back, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Interception. He ain't run all the way back.
All the way back.
Yeah.
Part of the fella when they
Yeah.
witnessed that interception.
Man.
Yeah.
It's cold,
You got it, bro.
It says, "He taketh the wise in their own counsel, craftiness."
And their own craftiness. Going back to it.
man.
Everything you devils established is put you in the trick bag. You was all while you was focused on building, while this devil was focused on building a digital prison around everybody, the Most High was building a prison around this nigga.
Right.
You got it, bro.
So it says, "And the counsel of the froward is carried headlong."
Yeah, so your counsel, all right, you coming out of counsel with these plans and ideas, it is just leading you to your own captivity. The destruction of your kingdom and your captivity. You're really sitting down. Because even think about it. What are the deep underground military bunkers?
Right.
Dumb.
Right. Exactly.
Because they're just a holding cell. You just built your own holding cell. You're going to survive the nuclear destruction just to go into captivity.
Right.
You need to play chess with this.
Yeah, dumb. Deep underground military bunkers.
Yeah, the Lord cold.
Yeah, we gonna you big dummy, you know.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they try to play it off like this is a sophisticated plan. This is a sophisticated. No, man. What kind of nigga destroy his own society on purpose to get more control?
Yeah.
And then hide, bomb everything, and then come out to control what's left.
Yeah.
What kind of plan is that? That's dumb.
Yeah, that's dumb. Damn.
That is dumb. I don't care how many Latin words you put together. That's dumb. But the Lord set him up like that to mock him at the end of this. And that's all this is. This is the Lord putting this man to an open shame. Like we got put to an open shame. The world has witnessed our nation's nakedness, our shame. Well, what is the Lord going to do to our enemies? He's going to put them to open shame.
But that's why every time I look at these fucking women in Walmart, I just be laughing, bro. Like, you dumb motherfucker, man.
I had no idea.
Yeah, no fucking idea.
And You eat your 6-pack, blame your lease.
Yep.
Yeah, because you going into captivity too, nigga.
Yeah.
All that crime, we all bleed red. Nobody trying to hear that.
Yeah. You around here hanging, Jake. Hey, pull on his legs. He ain't dead. That nigga got a strong neck.
Yeah.
Pull on his legs. He faking. Pull on his legs. Yeah, you gotta pay for that shit.
I got one real quick.
On TikTok crying.
This Wisdom of Solomon 18:11. The master and the servant were punished after one manner, and like as the king, so suffered the common person. So y'all can complain about y'all elites, but y'all gonna be in chains right next to them. But when the Lord did that to Egypt, no Egyptian was exempt. I need all y'all firstborn, from the goat herder, the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
All of y'all had to eat this as a nation, and that's what the Lord's coming to do to Esau. That's your elites. Your elites is just gonna be the first fruits of captivity. When y'all come back after y'all turn into toast, y'all gonna be in captivity too, man. That's balance. That's fair. That's equity. The Lord says he's not mocked. What you sown in the earth, you shall reap. Because when Jake was getting hung and strung up, it was the regular blue collar working Edomites. It wasn't the elite, super elites back in chattel slavery that was getting out of their carriage, putting on their white gloves and stringing the nigga up. Nah, they was hearing about it in the newspaper. They was with it too, but they just created the system to exercise their hate. You niggas was the hands.
Everything full circle, man.
Yep.
You know, so how about Shema Shai got a lot, in store, as for the judgment. All right, right here at the door. All right, couple of days from so-called New Year. Prepare for this devil. All right, to continue on to attempt, to set up this new world order. So expect more chaos.
Yep.
Expect the uptick, okay, in false flags, okay, psyops, okay, apostasy.
Yep.
You see, everything that's leading to the devil's end, expect the uptick, man. So with that, we pray that you brothers, all right, and you few sisters will edify once again. I want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations, hopefully, shalom.
Shalom. Wow. Love tuning in. May Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing and blessing be upon your houses. The water for your precepts. Until next time, shalom. Fire, man. Bless God. Fire.